my current main bank account has. Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Coralie and today I'm going to give you an unfiltered look into all my bank accounts, investments, debt, absolutely everything. So to put this into perspective, I am a 27-year-old living here in South Australia, and this is an unfiltered look at absolutely everything in my bank account. So I did pretty much the exact same video just over a year ago, so I can compare where I'm at a year later to how I filmed this last November. So let's start with investments. Now this, I need my phone for this. Hold that thought. Now this side of things is going to be the most different. I feel like I have invested a lot more this year in the last year than I had last time. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first main one here is my stocks. Are you chewing? Oh my god, you are such a nuisance. The first one is my stocks, and I use Sharesies, which is a New Zealand based, Australian based stock exchange app. And November 2021 I had $3,706 in my Sharesies account, and today I have $16,415 in my Sharesies account. I'm so sorry to the little tappy paws you can hear. So that means in the last year I put in almost $13,000 into my stocks. Now the actual value of my portfolio is $14,148. My current portfolio is down 12.97%, but the fact that I put in $13,000 in a year is absolutely incredible, and I am very proud of that. So next is crypto. So this is something I've bought into just to play around with. This is the kind of money, if it disappears, I'm sorry, my dog is destroying a notebook. You are chaotic. I'm shutting the door. This is the kind of thing, if the money never comes back, it's not the end of the world. I haven't put in $16,000. So a year ago I had $2,925 in my crypto account. I use SwiftX and I have to re-download the app. This is great. This is really good. Okay, so in 2022 I had $2,925 in my crypto account. Now I have around about $3,500, but in saying that, the account value is only $1,281. I am down 68%. Now that sucks, absolutely it does, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to take this money out, I'm just going to leave it there. If Bitcoin or Ethereum booms again, that's fantastic, I'll take the money out then, but for now, I'm just going to let it sit there. So in the last year, crypto has most definitely been a loss. Okay, so next is my super account. So this is the Australian version of, say, a Roth IRA. This is my retirement fund. This is the type of thing that my employment puts money away for. So this is something that I cannot even touch until I'm like 65. This is retirement money. This just grows on the side. So a year ago I had around $17,000 in my super fund, and a year later that super balance is now $21,167. So that's pretty good. By the time I'm 65, that's going to be a nice juicy amount of money. So that is all my investments. I do use Raiz and I just do the roundup app, but when that gets to a certain amount of money, I just put it into my Sharesies account. So that's what it's looking like this year. I'm hoping to keep growing that a lot. Like, I want to keep investing, hopefully get it up to more towards the $40,000-$50,000 maybe if we're lucky enough. But that is all my investments. So next I want to talk about my bank accounts. Now this has quite a big difference to it because a lot has happened in the last year. So in my bank account, I have a bunch of different accounts. I have my main account, which all my full-time income comes into. I have my YouTube freelance account, which all my online money goes into. And then I have a few separate accounts, one to pay off my mortgage, one for taxes, all that sort of stuff. So a year ago today, not today, a year, you know what I'm saying. So a year ago, my main bank account had $21,029. And today, my current main bank account has $474. Let me explain. So a year ago, my bank account was looking phenomenal because I was living at home with my parents and I hadn't paid the deposit on my house yet. So all my money was going into that account, getting ready to pay my deposit. I now have a mortgage, hence why my bank account is looking a little bit sad. So I have my full-time job money go into that account, and then I have all my mortgage, my groceries, my petrol come out of that account. So I don't make enough at my full-time job to really grow that account. That is where my freelance money comes into play, but I don't touch that money. So all my living comes from my main account, so it's really hard to grow it. So it's currently sitting at $474 compared to $21,000. But in saying that, I now have my own house, and that is incredible, and all that money and all that savings was worth it. So next is my YouTube/freelance account. If I make any money freelancing, any money from YouTube, any money from surveys, any money from anything online that isn't my full-time job, it goes into this account here. So this time last year, that account had $17,859, and today it has $18,619. Now, that doesn't sound like much more. Obviously it's only 1,000 more, but I have built that entire 18,000 up over the last year because when I bought my house, when I put my house deposit, I combined all my bank accounts and I paid all that money. So I have built up that money over the last year, but it's still looking pretty good. $18,000 in a freelance YouTube account, I'm good with that. Next is my tax account. So I put 40% away of everything that I earn to pay for my tax and my HEX when that time comes around. So a year ago in my tax account was $5,601, and my dog's crying at the door. Oh my God, Milo. Come on in then. So today in my tax account, oh, she's looking juicy. She's a delicious bite-sized tax account. I have $28,201 in that tax account, and stop it. And I owe $29,000 in taxes for the last tax year, so that account is about to be drained. So it may look juicy and delicious now, but that is all government money. That all needs to go to pay off taxes. So my bank accounts aren't looking that great. But at the same time, they're looking fantastic because $18,000 in a freelance account is incredible. $400 in my main account, not as good, but it's fine. Okay, so next, let's talk about the juicy parts. Let's talk about debt. So, I have one major debt, and that is my house. I have a home loan. Yes, I do. And at this exact moment of filming, I owe $278,788 on my mortgage. So that's really cool. So almost about 300K in debt. That's really, really awesome. And then to go along with that, I also have a HEX debt, which is my university debt. I went to university, I didn't pay for it up front, I'm paying it off now with my taxes, my HEX debt, blah, blah, blah. I'm not 100% sure exactly how much money that is, but when tax time came around, I'm pretty sure it was around the $20,000 mark. So all up, pretty much 300K in debt, but I wouldn't change a thing because I have my own home and that is incredible. I am super grateful to not have to be renting, that every time I pay off my mortgage, it is going towards my own house. It's not paying off someone else's mortgage with rent. So that, sir, is an unbiased look into my bank account a year apart. Now, I don't know, to some people I could be doing amazing, having $20,000 in my bank account, having $16,000 invested and my own home. That is incredible at 27 years old. To other people, that's nothing. They're on their fourth home and they've got $500,000 in the bank. This is just to give you another perspective. This is an open and honest look into my life and my account as a 27-year-old woman here in South Australia. So if you're comfortable, feel free to share. Ow! God, you're a nightmare. Feel free to share some of your numbers below. Let's get open and honest about money here on this channel. I look forward to doing this in another year's time and seeing especially how much the investments have changed, because I'm really enjoying putting money into my investment accounts, but the bank account is going to fluctuate so much. I'm always going to pay tax. I'm always going to have money coming off on my mortgage and all that sort of stuff. So for example, my freelance account, there was almost $20,000 in that, but every single time I make a freelance money, every single time I get paid for freelance on YouTube, I put 20% of that money towards my home loan. I reckon I paid off around $12,000 extra on my home loan last year, and then I put 10% towards stocks. So automatically 30% of that money is gone, and then obviously 40% goes to tax. Does that make sense? I could just be absolutely rambling at this point, but that's my bank accounts. Hi, that's my money routine. Every time I get paid from my full-time job, it goes to my mortgage, it goes to my living expenses. Every time I get paid from freelance, it goes to tax, it goes to my mortgage, it goes to investments, and a little bit stays in my bank account to play around with. What am I going to do with it? I don't know, maybe I'll become a travel channel and we'll start traveling the world with all that money. There you go. That is a look inside my bank account. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I put out new videos every few days. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you'd like to see more. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.